don't know what happened. I started a live, I was about 5 minutes into it, and the thing completely blinked. So when you get on here, let me know you're here. That was super weird. All right, today, multicam black, red thread gym bags. Multicam black, red thread, medium closed bags. OD black, rifle embroidery of the promo bags, killer face promo bags. More day packs, splatter print day packs right there. We just did a run of these. Toiletry bags in tiger stripe, toiletry bags, Typhon purple, small batch of those. There's more of those gym bags coming. We do have vehicle med bags in red black, also in black. Highlander 8 mag stack chest rig. This is a big chest rig. 8 mags, AK or M4. Does both perfectly. 8 columns of pals for full med pouches, commo, whatever you want to add. Velcro on the back to attach a dangler. Comes with the padded H harness. The whole inside panel is also Velcro line to add and organize things. Guys, I started a video about 5 minutes ago. It completely blinked, reset, and then said start as though it had never started. I don't know whether you guys saw a video or not. So this is the second one. We got a bunch of EDC stuff we're running. There are more gym bags over here. There are more gym bags over here. We've got some Alpine multicam black covert bags. Those will be interesting, very cool. Mesh pockets over here. Handles for more gym bags and more gym bag pieces over here. A bunch of Memorial Day bags right there in the multicam for the guys that chose multicam. More, a mini pack, purple toxic. That's pretty wild. Looks like there will be one extra of those. You better watch for that if you think you want that. We call that the Joker style. Multicam black red thread mini packs here. And then whatever else is across here. We built a lot of stuff this week. We have shipped a lot of stuff. I hope that if you have stuff on order, you got a shipping notification. Hope you have some cool stuff show up this weekend, and we will see you guys tomorrow. I'm just kidding. We'll do this video here. Let's see what's up front real quick. If this blinks, just oh, here's some more. Bifold dual tool totes is actually what these are. Have you seen inside these? You want to see these? I'm sure most people on here have seen these by now. Holy shit, those snaps are good. What in the world? We might have to put pull tabs on these things. Limp wristed. Zippered pouch there, zippered pouch here. So the zippers oppose each other. So open and close, they don't hit each other. Think wrenches, screwdrivers, metric, standard, whatever. We have them available right now. We just built batches of these. These are just a few of each. Multicam black red thread, tiger stripe, multicam black. There's tons of embroidery. You can see these machines run all day long. This is a batch of 30, so that's 15 bags. That's a batch of 28, so that's 14 bags. All of this. Each piece of this embroidery takes about 30 minutes a piece to run. Everybody's saying they love that falling down shirt. We have them available. Guys are still commenting on the Killdozer video for the shirt. We have those available also. We've got 308 micros available. We've got mini packs, cop rigs, 12 gauge rigs, split front 308s, NSW chest rigs, and on and on. If there's something to look at here, shout it out. We can come back and look. There's gym bags right there. Also OD black. We've got some day packs, Typhon red thread, mini packs in splatter right there. We have Starlink, Steve. I'm going to roll back up to the top here and call everyone, see what's up. Kevin, Seaside, Gold Leader, Web Dad, what's up? Timmer, what's up? William Penny, how are you? Benjamin Brewer, what's up? Matt, what's up? Mopar, Kiri, hello. You got a radio class this weekend, don't you? Michael Hernandez, what's up? Steve Walters, Clever, how are you? Chuck, what's going on? Jake, how are you? Nothing till now. Will your 6x6 fit on the mag rig? I don't know what you're calling a mag rig. Give me a few more words here. I don't make something called a mag rig, and I make a ton of shit that could be a mag rig. But the 6x6 will fit any place you have 4 columns of pals. And if you had 3, you could just let one hang over and you could still make it work. Show up and smash that like. Steve Walters, thank you, man. Stuart, 13, I don't know what that means. Charles, what's going on? First notification I've gotten for video tonight. Good. Bob, how are you? Got myself shipping notification. Nice. Mopar Modesto, same here. I have notifications turned on, but usually have to come. Did you get a notification or no? 6x6 pouch fit on the 8 mag. It absolutely will, yeah. It most definitely will. My orders are just waiting on free. Yeah, that's how it always is, Steve. If you want to get that shit faster, just send an email. We can ship it out. Or maybe sub it for something else and get it out. Ordered a gym bag, but on the website, it was red thread, red zipper. Were those the ones on the email today? I don't know, Decker. I don't know, buddy. Lester, 40 minutes from home. Need this to help me get there. Hey, what's up? Where are you going? Where are you coming from, Bob? Decker, just you talk to me through private message on Facebook, right? Shoot me a message and just tell me what your order number is. If you ordered tonight or recent, don't tell me. If you have an open order for one of these things and that's what we're talking about, shoot me a message. Do I remember Calvin Hobbes? Oh, Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah, like the cartoon. I didn't ever watch it though. Wasn't it wasn't Calvin and Hobbes a cartoon in a newspaper? I just ordered the shirt. Thank you for the order, Austin. Josh, what's up, buddy? Doing anything cool this weekend? Ordered Falling Down shirt earlier tonight. Thank you for the order, Web Dad. We're sitting on a lot of shirts. Like we didn't even do shirts the last 2 weeks. Just because the shirts have really slowed down. We're really going to cut down our ordering on the shirts. Ordered Falling Down shirt. Thank you, Web Dad. Anybody have experience with Starlink? I have Starlink here. Been happy with it. Ask your questions. I can tell you we have a mobile version. They now have a small, real small mobile version. We have the RV version. And the reason we did that was because it would ship immediately, whereas the home version was going to take a couple weeks to ship. And it works good until it storms. We still have cable internet running in the building, and it kind of flip-flops between the two. 8 mag Woodland. I do not have an 8 mag Woodland. Or do I? Maybe we'll look in a minute. And we can definitely build one if you want one. Shirts bring questions. It's fun. Yeah. I want to do one that says we have good genes with a G. We have good genes. Put the dude, the SAS guy that ran in the mall and killed the terrorists. He was wearing Levi's. I was busy today. Is the world still turning? I don't know about current events. We did Pulling the Thread podcast today. Scully was here. And then we did question and answer. Jose, how are you? Just made another order. Any idea? I don't have a clue, Steven. Tell me what the other order is, bud. I can't. I don't know. Kiri, evening, Jose. Richard Coos, what's up? Patrick Caswell, what's going on? Instructions unclear. 308 split front rig right there. We have those available in Woodland. Cop rigs, we've got those also in multicam black and also OD black. No notification, weird. Anybody get notification? Signed up for live notification. Guess it'll take 3 to 4 hours as usual. Hey guys, our text message went out hours ago. I just got it right before I went live, standing in the kitchen. You make belt-fed pouches? No. What are we calling a belt-fed pouch? Like specifically, what are we calling a belt fed pouch? I do make something that is a belt fed pouch. Got tracking right on, Richard. Did you get the rat snake off the sticky? I did, yeah, man. Mineral oil actually did it fucking pretty easy. You're gonna have it all over you. And the snake, I've actually got the snake still. And good on you, Jake, for recognizing that that is a rat snake. Zero to Hero Radio class was awesome. Thanks for the order today. More tiger stripe. Nice. Went to Michigan with Bennett to get him used decks. Oh, nice. Good. I really like my deck system. Starlink is a game changer. It really is, yeah. Are we shipping Harry Potter bags? Some of them have shipped. Many of them have not shipped. Release the files. I'll send you some files. I get all kinds of shit that I'm pretty sure is like phishing or, you know, a virus. I can forward it right over to you. Listen to that SASU Christian head on Sean Ryan. Yeah. Fucking for sure, man. Say the N-work. Hey, dipshit. You can't even fucking, like, you're fucked up 5 ways from Sunday. You are the N-word. I just wanted breakfast. That's right. I just wanted breakfast. I got notification. I didn't get it. I got notified. I got notification. I read them all in a compilation book school, Calvin and Hobbes. Oh, got it. I see what you're saying. Okay. Kiri got the notification. I get, because Kiri messages me and she's like, hey, motherfucker, it's time to go live. I get the texts and emails, just not the notification from YouTube. Weird. Shipping notification for modular NSW. Yeah, we packed that up today, didn't we? Thank you for the order. That's a great rig. Like, you're going to get that rig. You might wish you had some smaller rigs, but you're not going to wish you had something more than that. And that thing's scalable too, right? You can put a dangler on it. You can put a lot of other shit on there. Never got notification, just have to be the crackhead. Man, I'm subscribed to Tim Pool, and I know he comes on at 7, and half the time I can't even find him live. Didn't you used to make a similar, smaller version to the pad? We did. It was the netbook case, discontinued long ago. I haven't made a laptop bag in fucking 10 years. All your radio and in-person classes. I talked to Evan earlier today. I'm looking to get an 8-mag stacked and putting 2 pouches on the end. I was thinking something similar to a saw pouch. So our spent mag pouch is a 249 pouch with a lot of other features on it. We do a full modular one that is pals all the way around and on the sides. And then we do one has 4 chem lights and then pistol mags on the sides. The mouth is rigid and holds its shape. The lid opens all the way up, but the lid also has a pass-through that velcros up with 2 elastic lips. So you could reach in, for instance, and get shotgun shells, but shotgun shells won't spill out. Think shotgun shells, frags, flash crashes, you know, anything like that. Flashbangs, or, you know, fucking site surveillance exploitation, stuff like that. It'll hold belted 249 box. It will hold 7 M4 mags, and it is set up. It comes with a hanger and a leg strap, detachable hanger. But it has 4 pieces of pals on the back. It will weave right onto the side of that rig right there. It's a big box though. Like it's a big boy on those 8-mag stacks. Now, we had 8-mag stacks. We had a lot of 8-mag stacks. We've made them twice over the last couple of I want to say weeks, maybe month. I don't think there's any left. Do you have one on order? If this dies, guys, it's because I just came over by the wall here. I have an 8-mag stacked in multicam. I do not think there is currently one here in Woodland. There's a ton of, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, though. Maybe there is. I've been better financially just buying him a new one, but it was more important to spend the, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, you could have had it. By the time, it's time, man, time. It's what I tell people with this wood chipper shit. Guys are like, I'm going to rent a wood chipper. I'm like, dude, rent the $1,000 a day wood chipper. It's way cheaper than renting the $500 a day chipper. Because a $1,000 a day chipper, you can load that with an excavator. You can put trees into it. The dump out, yeah, the spent mags, yeah, 8 mag stack is my favorite rig. Got one multicam, black, and one on the way in Woodland. Nice. Enjoyed the Reptile and Exotics podcast with Amanda. Thank you, dude. Visor covers, yeah, I've got a few up there. Somebody on the live feed asked for them in Coyote, and we ran some, and I think we still have some sitting here. I'm going to watch the SOE Reptile video. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. There's a channel. It's SOE Reptiles, guys. Check it out. I'm on Instagram, and it's also on YouTube. All right. I think that is all of the comments. I think we're caught up here. I got an 8 mag stacked in multicam and multicam black. Enrique. Oh, on order. Got it. Is that one order or is that 2 orders, Enrique? Bob, did that deck system come out all assembled, or did they take it out to get it out of there? How was my day? My day was good, man. We shot, Scully was here till probably 2 o'clock. I cut the shit out of my head on the fucking ostriches. I've got chicken wire wrapped around, but we just cut it around the door, so those pieces are sitting, and I wasn't paying attention and fucking scraped across the whole top of my scalp's thin already. I really need to wear like a fucking helmet. Got my shipping notification today, 308. Nice. Thank you for your order, Danny. What's in my cup? It's Extend aminos. It is blood orange aminos, Kiri. I want to drink something right now, but I want to be in bed within 5 hours, so I just want some flavor, so it's aminos. When I get off of here, I'll take some MRE Light, which is just straight protein, and that'll be it for food tonight. I had gas station sushi for lunch, and Amanda, I've got 3 more rolls, because I'll eat those for dinner usually, and then I'll eat them tomorrow also during the day. It was in halves. Should be easy. Yeah, it'll be easy to put back together. It certainly will. Go Tim Pool. I usually wear a beanie all the time, Ken. Like even in the summer, this is probably the first year that I haven't really worn a beanie. You go live every single day. Love your drive and commitment. Tim S., thanks for being here, man. I like the avatar there. What's that? I see American flag. What is it? Because I'm fucking half blind. I didn't used to be, but when you're good looking, you got to lose something. Hilarious. Just received a notification that John is going live at 1 a.m. What the fuck? Yeah, welder's cap. I really need a bump. I just need to wear a bump helmet. I have a big fucking straw hat, you know, like a Ho Chi Minh hat kind of, and that works well when I wear it, or just something. See the video coming in from China about new COVID outbreaks? Don't they know we don't care? Michael Hernandez, I heard Gene is a dick. Oh, Gene got banned. I don't even see what was Gene saying, baby? Come whisper in my ear. I heard it was something. I didn't hear COVID, but I heard a lot of people were dropping dead in China. Radio Made Easy, were your ears burning? We were speaking about you. Seeing Brandon next Friday. Oh, nice. Are you coming down here for that, or is he going up there, or what are you doing? I know Scully was dressed as Dumbledore for Harry Potter, but in my head just kept hearing, well, it was a Gandalf costume. We ordered a bunch of costumes, and that I wanted Scully to be in something different. We have some really we're getting quite a bit of costumes, you know, in the locker for video stuff. But it was a wizard. his cup of Super Ninja 5000. You'll be down here, right on. Mosquito virus, yeah. Bill Gates, yeah, Bill Gates. You know what Bill Gates is doing? Bill Gates is about to do a aerosol mRNA vaccination that they're deploying over all of Canada. So I would be curious to know more about that. You guys might look into that. Scully talked about it today on the podcast. Radio Made Easy, we were just saying that you're all doing a class coming up here. Josh put a link to your class and your website. Bob, you get a finished tattoo from Brandon Lucky Dog. You know, there's a comet. There's always a comet heading towards Earth. Which time this time? Tim Riley, what's up, man? Good to see you and hang out the other day, man. I want to. What did Gene say? I want to know. You guys always ban them before I get to fuck with them or see them. Are you going to be at the Self-Reliance? I am not. I'm not going to Self-Reliance Festival. Don't want to do anything in fleece. Trying to get some material this week. I've been checking on Canadian wildfires. Are there Canadian wildfires going on? Did you hear all the big to-do about if you're a Canadian, you're not allowed to go in the woods or you're not allowed to go on trails, you're not allowed to go in the woods, you're not allowed to go you're not allowed to do shit. You gotta stay on concrete, motherfuckers, like a dog in a kennel. Bill Gates wants to convince you that Bill Gates, I thought he bought up like 100,000 acres and was cutting and burying the trees. Utilizing Reaper drones on our southern border before we send the men with green eyes in. They've been using Reaper drones, I thought, on the border. No more options to take that shit. They'll get to force it, yeah. Well, it's already, like, I don't think people realize mRNA vaccines are already in produce. We had a whole hearing in Tennessee here about it, and they had subpoenaed a bunch of people in, and they said what they were asking was, shouldn't there be a label on mRNA vaccinated produce as to how much of the vaccine is in there, because a lightweight child versus a much larger man. So what they had to actually admit is they have already put this, it is on the store shelves currently, and it is not disclosed that people are buying it and consuming it. He spends tens of millions a year on project to build machinery that sucks CO2 out of the environment. Radio Made Easy, while you are in Wisconsin, have Curie take you to a good fish fry. Pike or walleye. I'm not chatting shit. Please take heed. Government is going to keep your eyes focused on nonsense. We agree with you, Spyco. Like, you're talking to the wrong crowd, buddy. Participate in what we're doing. You might like it. I might stop by and look at your grass in the gravel. Gene was talking about your beard and was bitchy about it. Bandhammer, little cunt. You go, baby. Radio call sign, little cunt. For Cellothane, when will people demand accountability? They won't. They're comfortable. People have to get much more uncomfortable before anything happens. Sky's been orange. Big fires, Southern California, major wildfires. Ever since Bill Gates got hit in the face with a pie, he's committed to kill us all. I think he was committed prior to that. Somebody should have fucking hit him with something else. Yeah, didn't Bill Gates kill enough people in Africa? It wasn't just Africa, man. Look at that shit. I'm glad you know that, Michael. Could I expand on the aerosol vaccine? I haven't looked into it. Scully brought it up on the podcast today. Good group here in Wisconsin this weekend. Nice. Detroit next weekend. Guys, if you have radios, if you want radios that actually work, everybody buys these radios and they're like, I'll program them, and none of your fucking radios work because you didn't do it. Evan will give you a class on how that shit works and how to make it work. He will give you product that actually works together, and he will talk you through it and not make you go do the license and all the bullshit. He's going to teach you what you need to know. Vax can be deployed many ways. Yes, it can. Absolutely. Poison. That dude can get away with anything. He's taking orders from even higher, though. Yeah, I'm sure he is. I think we all agree with you on that. Many parts of Africa, India. Yeah, India. They have an extradition order for fucking Bill Gates over polio. Walleye is a good fish fry. We're in volatile times. $50 million bounty on Maduro's head. Have you ever seen the Chinese topsoil extraction of U.S. farmland? Tell me about that. I don't know what we're talking about. I know that a lot of farmland grows grass that is exported to Saudi Arabia. Is China it would not surprise me at all if China's fucking farming and taking our topsoil and fucking putting it on a train or something and shipping it back. You know how we move sand? In pipes of water. That's probably what they're doing. Friday's the night for fish fry up here, sadly. Next time we take you ice fishing, Evan, and polar bear plunge. Populists cannot demand accountability and continue to be unaccountable. Logic denotes those never work. 6 of our 7 kids have had no vaccines ever. There's a lot of that happening right now. There is a lot of children like that right now. Someone's guy yelling at YouTube about freedom of speech, and his mods timed out in 10 minutes. So, Steve Walters, tell everybody who Bill Gates' father is. And how is Bill Gates' father tied in with Starbucks? My brother, I appreciate everything you say. It's guys and gals like yourself that can get the word out to the masses. You're doing it. You're doing it right here, man. Keep doing it. We have a podcast, if you're not aware. All these guys with stars next to their name, they're members. We also build a video every week around questions that the members post. That's a private video, so we talk about a lot of other things that we don't talk about necessarily here, at least not in depth. Thought our farmland topsoil was in bad shape as well. It is. That's the #1 export that we export is topsoil. We don't sell it or export it to anyone. That is water runoff into rivers. I look like Waldo in Cabela's magazine. Right on. How many Chuck Norris posters do you own? I like Chuck Norris. I don't have any. Would you like to send me yours? Send me the naked pictures of your girlfriend and your or your sister girlfriend that's on your wall also. We sell topsoil to China. What the fuck? I don't know, but you're gone. You're fucking banned, fuckstick. A lot of farmers move to ethanol corn. Yep, that's the majority of the dent corn is ethanol corn because it doesn't need as high quality soil. So if we're shutting down, right, nobody's buying all this corn. I've heard from many people that they're not planting, and the corn that they harvested was turned around and not purchased, right? Because China's not buying our corn and other countries aren't taking our corn. Europe, the European nations just passed something saying no GMO corn, and they're doing something different apparently, right? So all of this farmland, 90% of the farmland in the United States does soy and corn, right? That's GMO, that's Roundup Ready shit. They say it's going to take 7 years to be able to use that. It's going to take 7 years to abate that out of there where you could just use it as normal farmland. What the fuck are they going to do with all that property? They're going to sell it, and you're going to have stack and pack houses there, and there won't be farmland. Starbucks was acquired through death threats. Yeah, look it up, guys. It's interesting, and how fucking poisonous Starbucks is. And the nanoparticle dust and the microchip numbers and shit that are on all the micro numbers on every bean, right? Look that shit up if you're not familiar with it. There's a really good Instagram and YouTube channel. It's called Really Graceful. And man, she will tell you some shit. You're like, there is no fucking way that could be real. And when you look it up, you're like, holy shit, it's way worse than what she said. Yeah, clown food. Starbucks is worse than clown food. Absolutely. I feel like Noah trying to make an arc on our What are you doing, Tim S? That guy's wife broke up with her boyfriend before he got him a PS5 Pro. Oh, the dude talking shit. What's that avatar he has there? Isn't that a is that a speak and spell? That's a children's game, right? From the 70s or 80s. Simon Says. Simon Says. That's it. There it is. Duh. I know you hear me, fuckstick, but you're banned. I know you're typing and you think you're still commenting. We can't see you. Joel Salatin just had a recent podcast on how long Roundup really lasts in the soil. Dean, yeah. They say hemp, man. Plant hemp, and it'll pull all that poison and the heavy metals and shit out of the soil. But you can't use that hemp. You can't use it for compost or anything. You have to dispose of it. I found the removal of several parts of the Constitution on the government Constitution website quite disturbing, but it's okay. It was just a coding error. When do you think that happened, Joshua? When do they say it's happened? Mushrooms are great for detox. Yeah, I've heard that too. You have to be able to grow mushrooms on that soil, though. So not direct sunlight, right? Certain cordyceps in particular. Yeah, I've heard they eat plastic and all kinds of shit and break down. Every time somebody doesn't know how to do something, somebody will tell you mushrooms can do it. I'm not saying they can't. Yes, True Stream Media did a great video on constitutional thing. Interesting, Isaac. I feel like I've heard that. That didn't like just happen, right? That's happened quite a while ago. That's why it's so toxic. It's full of all the poisons it pulls out of. So when are we going to find out that the Constitution is not even what it was? Just like the book of Enoch not being in the Bible. And 50% of the books that are in the Bible are no longer in the Bible, right? And man changed that after the fact, right? When are we going to find out that our Constitution is like the Bible? Plant them in the shade. Yeah, but you have to have shade, right? You have to have something. Stuart. Have I ever tried 1620 work? I have not. What do you think of it? That's why it's so toxic. It's full of all the poisons it pulls out of the soil. Tim S., are we talking about hemp? They have mushrooms that eat radiation. Yeah, I've heard that. I thought there was supposed to be some mushrooms actually growing on the elephant's foot in Chernobyl. Farmers have a great responsibility to get deep into the sciences of their soil, restoring the microbiome. But they're all of your farmers, at least your commodity farmers, right? Real farming for business, big farm. They're all Roundup. They're all in Roundup or Monsanto or ConAgra's pocket, right? So all of that soil is fucking just poisoned. And those guys are so fucked with having contracts and shit with ConAgra, they have to use Roundup Ready seed because the field's full of Roundup. Do you know that when we grow wheat or corn and other things, do you know that as it's growing, we spray it with Roundup? Do you know that just before harvest, like the wheat is ready to harvest and take and turn into cereals and bread and, you know, other poisons? Do you know they spray Roundup on it just before harvest? That's why it's so fucking high in glyphosate. It gets doused like 4 times during growing and harvest. The hemp used for cleaning, yeah, it's super toxic. Made in the USA, good quality and pretty tough. You have some, Chris? Do you have them yourself? That's why people should read books. Yes, you're right. And books are going away. There are now books out currently in the last 10 years that never even got printed. They're just only on the internet. That's why everyone should read 1984, yeah. I'd like to see a modern day version of 1984 movie. Or a series would be good. Have they done like a video series on it? Or, you know, a TV series type thing? The Roundup is literally killing all the bees. There's a lot of shit killing all the bees. You are fucking absolutely right. Yep, the Nyko double knee tech hoodie, well built. Really, you know, I keep seeing targeted marketing on them. Now that you said something about it, I'll pay closer attention to it. I'll look it up. 1620 Workwear. I know they looked kind of tactical. I thought kind of like I would like them. 1620 Workwear. I still like Cole a lot. I wear Cole if I'm wearing pants. I do have my farm pants for the last year, 2 years maybe, have been 511s. The modern version of Atlas Shrugged. So, are you aware, Kevin, that there's a movie series of Atlas Shrugged? It's 3 DVDs. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. I'm sure it's on Amazon and Prime and shit. There's a fan vest popular in Japan that looks like it would be perfect in the heat. Interesting. I know there's all kinds of cooling vests and stuff now. Okay, this is not what I thought it was. I have heard of 1620. It cools your core. Have you used it, Gold Leader? Are you able to grow fish in your old gravel pits? So I don't actually have gravel pits like in the ground, Tim, but I do have a pond in the back. We put a pond in at 65 feet deep. It holds a lot of water. We routed all of the downspouts from this building. It's 10,000 square foot roof. It's actually bigger than that. And the front of the building and the back of the building, we trenched them in pipe to fill the pond. And then we stocked, that pond is stocked. I have bass, I have bluegill, I have red ear shellfish, and something else in there. There's a lot of fish in there, probably too many. And then I have aquaponics, and I have IBC totes that are 300 gallons, and I have 7 of those. And I have fish in some of those. Now, I don't have eatable fish in there. We totally could. We could grow them up, harvest them, and then just rotate like that. But I have butterfly koi. I start with 6-inch butterfly koi, and within a year or two, you know, they're about 12, maybe 2 years, they're about 12 inches. And then I've got feeder goldfish. I started with just 50-cent goldfish, and they're, you know, about this big now. You guys have much clay in this? Not some places we have some clay. We have red clay if you've ever been to Camden. Destroys all of your clothing. Have you seen the Aglite mag pouch with built-in dump pouch? I think I have. Is Aglite the Israeli brand? I've seen some of their videos. I think the shit looks pretty cool. Like California red clay. No, our clay is different. It's like fucking red and orange clay. But it's not clay, it's chert, which is like clay and rock. It's not clay like you couldn't make a cup out of it or anything. The mag pouch is pretty nice as it saves some space. Well, I've seen people that have a mount to put a mag pouch on, or a spent mag, a roll-up dump pouch on the back of any mag. I've seen another company that has that. And I don't really eat freshwater fish, Tim. Not that you shouldn't or anything. I just don't eat freshwater fish. Time came we needed to, yes, we absolutely could. I live right on the river. I'm about 150 feet above the water line of the river, but I'm at Kentucky Lake. Like, I am fucking at the lake. You sell your hole at 7-Eleven. Good. You should fucking have them cut your fingers off too. I'm sure your mouth is pretty full right now. Would anyone know why you would want to buy XRP over buying Bitcoin? I have XRP, Kevin. I would buy Bitcoin, especially if you're asking the question. The mag pouch is pretty nice as it saves, so we did that. So what is your go-to barbecue sauce? I like a sweet sauce, a wet sauce. I don't have one though, man. Given my choice when we leave here and we're like, where do you want to go eat? It's never fucking barbecue. Never. It's fucking ribeye or it's sushi or something. Hot sauce pee hole. I hope that you are well on the way. Rub some in your eyes as well. But you're banned here, dipshit. Seen a video of a guy putting 6 goldfish in a livestock water tank for out. It doesn't do shit, Dean. And every time it fucking rains, my fish wash out. I put fish in my stock tanks every year. They're never there the next day. It rains and they wash out. Something always happens to them. My dogs drink them. I've done all the copper stuff too to prevent algae. It doesn't fucking work. I've literally dumped a half a bottle of bleach in. That kind of worked for a very short amount of time. 10 minutes, you'll be 50. Well, DB, happy birthday, buddy. You could be doing anything on the internet right now, and you're here with us. Thank you. Yeah, if you're a noob, buy Bitcoin. I have. My kid's been making between $1,000 and $1,500 a day, basically day trading crypto. I'm not sure what app he's using and shit, but he shows me every morning. Fucking, he loses money too, but he is well ahead versus, you know, behind. Hard to stop the sun from me. Yeah, that's it exactly, Kevin. That's exactly what it. These are black stock tanks. Everything here, I dump out big cement trays full of water. It seems like it's way more this year. All of the water is turning green within like a day or two. I don't want to buy and sell. I would like Bitcoin, dude. Bitcoin. Derek, man, I've been saying Bitcoin for fucking 3 or 4 years now. Man, I wish you'd have bought Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin's up and it comes down, right? And then it goes up higher and it comes down. And even when it comes way down, it never comes down as far. And every time it's come way down, people don't buy it. I'm like, dude, buy fucking Bitcoin. And then it shoots up higher than it's ever been. That was a good way to store a big amount of water and keep it from put it in the earth. I have 3 million gallons of water in the back. The more water you store in a container, the more gallons, the cheaper it is per gallon. Yeah, silver's up too, man. Fucking Scully's like, on the podcast, Scully's like, man, gold's expensive. What's it at? Like $1,300? I'm like, Jeff, it's like $3,000. We looked it up. It was $3,300. If you have Bitcoins, you're in pretty good shape. No shit. Silver is always about to really go up. You ordered a Mystery 9 bag tonight on the SOE Quick Ship site. What color did you order, Josh? So, Derek, to store a lot of money, the larger the tank, the less you pay per gallon for the tank, basically. However, you can go to Lowe's, Home Depot. Tank Depot is a really good one, Tank Depot. And you can get a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 4,000 gallon tank. Footprint's the same. It's just vertical height. That's a lot of water until you don't have any water, right? And you can collect the water out of your downspout depending where you live. Some fucking states it's illegal to fucking capture water. You can do it a lot less costly in IBC totes, and then you can put them on like the backside of your house, the backside of your building, whatever, and just chain them together, right? So it runs into one, overflows to the next, to the next, to the next. You can put those, you take rail ties, cut them in half, and then stack them like Lincoln logs. Boom, 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 boom. And you can elevate those IBC totes. Now that IBC tote has more head pressure, so when you crack that valve, you can get they all have it's an international bulk container, right? That's IBC tote. I think it's international, but it's bulk container. they have an adapter you can click on, and there's like 100 different thread patterns. So just because it fits one doesn't mean they fit the other. But you can put an adapter on, so it just has a spigot for a garden hose, and then you can run that garden hose to whatever. I don't worry about my water turning green, because if I'm going to consume it myself, I'm going to filter that water. I'm going to pre-filter it, and then I'm going to filter it. I'm also probably going to chemically treat it, or one or the other. Those laws, they should absolutely be illegal. You are correct, Kevin. 39% tariff on importing gold bars. Yeah, but Hamster, I thought that was only Swiss gold. 330 IBC tote is a good. It is. It absolutely is. You're going to see a lot of stuff when you go look at those. You just have to decide what you're comfortable with. Food grade does not mean it won't kill you. There's a lot of shit that's food grade. I bought triple rinsed food grade. We bought a couple of them during this last winter. I've got 20 IBC totes on the property, and we bought 2 from a pretty reputable source, and the motherfucker smells just like chemicals. I put 330 gallons in one, I put 300 in the other, because we're about to have the worst storm in the world, and the water's gonna freeze and all this shit, right? I've got millions of gallons of water. I have probably 1,000 gallons of water in the fucking hallway here inside the building in containers. And I bought these because I could move them in the garage. I actually had them in the garage with the skid steer, so that if everything froze up outside, I could still move water with buckets to feed the animals. Just got a Berkey last week. Nice. Executive order signed recently that stops payment processors and banks from debanking people from their purchases over political. Yeah, they're still doing it though. They're still doing it. Do you have city water, or do you just use? And I have city. I am actually on city water. The water treatment plant is about 1,000 feet that way, and I have massive pressure also on the property. That gold won't move until the tariff ends. If you have a pond that gets algae bloom, get a round straw bale and put it in there. It clears up water. I've heard that, Josh. I've also heard barley bags. Like, I bought the barley bags, put them in my stock tank, didn't do shit. Fog coat. I know there's some chemicals you pour in that kind of tint the water, that kills the bloom. My big pond does not get that. My aquaponics is super green because we didn't paint the IBC totes, and we didn't frame a wall or anything around it. Gold was 45 before we left the gold standard, then skyrocketed over the last 20 years. So are we talking about in 71 gold leader, or when are we talking about? Because we went off the very last vestiges of the gold standard in 1971. And in 1971, one man could work and the wife would stay home with the 2.5 kids, and that man's income paid the mortgage, paid the car payment, fed, clothed, and took care of his entire family. And all the money that went in the bank at the end of the year, he had more from interest. In 1971, that went backwards and reversed. And now you lose money, leaving money in the bank. I think in 85, got it. How many months of living expenses should be held in cash savings versus storing in another manner? Derek, it depends on you. You ever been just looking through Marketplace or needed something on the weekend and you needed that cash? Really, you should have 6 months of your expenses in savings, however, whatever manner that is. Now, let's say you have all your money in silver and gold. You ain't converting that shit on the weekend. And if you need to go buy something in an emergency, the emergency room's not taking your gold. Chances of somebody even taking your gold or silver is slim, because they think that it's fake, because there's a lot of it out there that is. So cash, you have to have cash for that. If we're talking society collapses and people aren't taking cash anymore, that's a whole different story. Gold is not rare. TSP does cover a lot of this, absolutely. I'm on with Jack and Nicole once a month. Jack and I are going to be doing a reptile podcast once a month. I'm 3 miles from you, so it's good to know we can get water until we set up and collect and get a. Where are you at, Tim? Are you the dude that's just moving here? Bought the gravel pit? Is that you, Tim? Goes into effect in 6 months. They're going to ramp it up until the cutoff. I think everyone can. Yeah, everybody should collect water, even if you're not allowed to. Goldback, silver, Bitcoin are interesting to talk to friends at work about. What kind of work do you do, Derek? Berkeys are great. We have a good well. Yeah, Berkeys are good. I've got a Berkey sitting on the counter, 6 gallon. I don't think you can even buy a 6 gallon one anymore. I've not seen anything other than like the 2.5 gallon ones. Jack has been posting a lot of snakes. I know he has, Josh. I know. I love it. In the 30s, after the government confiscated most of the gold in the USA, they increased its value 30. Yeah, they did. Are the May 4th order? No, they're not, man. I got my May 11th order, and am still waiting on the Pelter headband and Lee Sanders. We don't. You should not be still waiting on that. Is there anything else on that order? Mr. King, what is your order number? 100,000 cash. Won't get you out on bond and hire an attorney. 100,000 cash won't get you out on bond and hire an attorney. Just past 190. I don't know where that is, Tim. I'm a plastic surgeon. Just kidding. I make Kydex concealed carry ulcers. I love it. I like it. You should get Nip Tuck as your license plate. In 71, a minimum wage, you could buy 1.57. Yeah. Have you seen the Big Mac chart? Shows you how many Big Macs you could buy for 1 hour of wages, like today versus 1960, 1970. I got the Big Berkey, 2.5. Yeah, and it's very. It's very fraudulent, the Big Berkey, because it's not big. Fill it up every morning. Yeah, we go through this 6 gallon multiple times a day. Where would you suggest buying Bitcoin? If you're not familiar with it, dude, I would just get you a Cash App account to start with, and you can buy it on Cash App. In the 80s, in the 80s, McDonald's was meat. It wasn't baby fetuses. And the Royal Berkey isn't royal, right? Is that what I have, or the Imperial? So, Ken, you can buy, you've been able to buy Bitcoin on PayPal, hold your PayPal in Bitcoin or something, but you can't cash it out. I'm sure what you're talking about is something different. But what they were doing didn't really benefit an individual, really. 2.8 miles closer to Camden on the 70. Got it. You're the dude that just moved here, Tim S? I talked to you about wood chips and stuff recently, or on here. Today, you would have to make over $5,500 a week to buy the same amount of gold. Just changed and announced partnership. Huh? Which is, I mean, that would make sense, right? Weren't the Bitcoin guys also the PayPal guys? I mean, I know they're not, but Cash App is so easy. You can buy and sell in seconds. You can. You can also transfer it off of Cash App. Thanks for what you do. I think other places I just want to choose the right. Derek Olson, do you have a Cash App account? Yes, no? You can set one up in a couple minutes. You can get a debit card for it. You can link it to a bank card or a credit card, or you can just have people pay you in Cash App, and then you can immediately move it. You can buy. Who is this? You can buy Bitcoin on there. really bright full moon. I've not been out there tonight. We had that big retic out today. It peed in its cage. It just shed, so it pissed in its cage. And it pisses gallons. So there's like a fucking ½ inch of liquid in the cage. And I'm like, fuck. And we haven't handled this snake. It got here last Saturday or Sunday. So we got it out today. It was mellow. You are definitely not making this animal do what you want it to do. You can maybe get it to go along kind of with what you want to do, or keep it from doing stuff sometimes. But it's every bit of 16 feet. It's definitely bigger than 16 feet. It is a massive animal. So I pull this massive fucking retic out, and it's covered in piss. So not only is it covered in piss, and it's uncontrollable, just because it's such a large muscle, it's slippery. So Cody couldn't even hold the thing. He couldn't even keep it from moving. Where as we're getting it out of the cage, it's on the ground and it's wrapping around a table and it's wrapping around light stands and all kinds of shit. I like the retirement bag video today, laptop bag. Retic. Oh, those with the Burmese's in it. I'm home. You can end now. Thanks. Are you guys getting any of the Canada Wow? I have not noticed it. I have seen people talking about it. 40s and 60s, you could pay off a mortgage in 3. Yes, you could. Yep. Haven't been getting notifications. I have been buying XRP, few others. Use Kraken, Gemini, Bitcoin Direct. Right on, Carl. Right on, Carl. I have some fish mocks expiring in December. Fuck yeah, I'd keep it. You don't want it? Send it here. I'll take it. Yeah, it just loses its potency, right? I have used Cipro, Doxy, and fish mocks, right? I think I've used some of those that are over 10 years old. XRP will do well, but it will never compare with Bitcoin. I'm an amazing cage clean. Yeah, Amanda cleaned. Yeah, Amanda cleaned the cage. I'm like, Amanda, I don't know how this is gonna go. If Cody can manage this animal, I'll clean the cage. If not, you're gonna have to clean the cage. I got the fold card after hearing Spear Code talk about it a while. Bitcoin cash back rewards. Yeah, isn't that a debit card? Every time you use it, it rounds up to Bitcoin or something. Amanda, we got some piss to clean. Fucking gallons of it. Got tracking. Thank you for your order, Bren. Gotta clean the bird cage. What kind of birds you got, Kevin? I want some birds. Ice Mike, what's up, dude? And I had to order some more stuff. Dollar Days. Thank you for your order. What did you order, Brandon? What's the cool things you ordered? 500 milligram. Yep, I would definitely keep it, man. Oh, blue and gold macaw. Nice. How old? Do you know how old it is? People have no idea that parrots live over 100 years. And we can't sex them, right? You can't tell what sex they are. You have to send in feather or bird shell. He's 18. Oh, that's young. How's his vocabulary? Is he friendly to both men and women? Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna have a whole zoo that somebody's gonna have to fucking worry about when I'm gone. Extra small mesh pockets, just got tracking vehicle med bag. Well, thank you for your orders, Brandon. Appreciate you guys. Zoo and antique mole. I have a diminished sense of smell and I can breathe through my mouth without tasting anything. So I did it right on. Fold card, prepaid debit card. Every dollar spent earns Satoshis. Can be set up to round up Bitcoin. Also purchase Bitcoin, etc. Interesting, okay. I just learned about the Tangem wallets. It's the size of a credit card, acts as a hardware wallet. Anybody seen those? What about the Trezors? Downsizing my parents, and it's a nightmare. Oh, I'll bet it is. It's awesome gear. I'm going to have to make a video of all that. Right on. Chris, you have an excellent weekend. Got a jet. Yeah, I'm going to get off of here in a minute. Lemurs and diaper do you mean monkeys? Diaper monsters. I would totally have more kids. Well, I mean, I would have Amanda have more of my kids. Why does all this shit I happen to want cost an arm and a leg? Because the shit worth having is expensive, man. There's plenty of other options you could get, but you know they're not the same. It's like buying those fake fucking Fruit Loops. Whoever had like government cereal, it was not the same. More kids means cleaning more piss. Are you actually a OBGYN? If you have any super old crazy obstetric and gynecology tools, I would like to have them. They gotta be old though. We had monkeys all over when I was in Brazil. Not recommended. How long were you in Brazil for? Did you live in Brazil? I will not be changing diapers. Do you think a 6 foot by 3 foot animal plastic cage would be okay for an adult male bird? So the males, I don't know if you're aware of that, Michael. The males are much smaller than the females. And a 6 foot, I have this 16 foot retic in a 6 by 2 cage right now. And while he is static and coiled up in a pile, he doesn't seem to care. The cage is too small. Just going from that 6 to 3 is like just going from a 2 foot wide cage to a 3 foot wide cage. It's 50% more floor space. Ideally, an 8 by 4 or a 10 by 3 foot cage. But yeah, I think you'd be good with that. Unless and it also depends how much you feed him, right? How large is he going to grow? How large are you going to grow him? From Chicago, live in Brazil for a few years. Family down there. Right on, man. He used to be super friendly to everyone until we moved. Then he was only good with me for a long time. Now he's good with my wife, but that's it. Interesting. Yeah, I know a male will like the female a lot more, will be cool with you, but when your wife's around, maybe not be so friendly with you. Parrots seem to do that with opposite sex. When my twin sons were still sleeping in a crib, I nicknamed them Poop Picassos after they painted the wall with the oh my god. Holy shit. At least it wasn't like food dye or hair coloring. I handle mistakes often as well. So that, yeah, I mean you're probably good with that. I mean, and if you're asking the question and you want to get a 6 by 3 as a larger cage, it's going to be a long time till it gets out of that cage. Do you have other animals? Other snakes? Big snakes? He's definitely like that. If my wife's around, he's an asshole to me. Yeah. I want to do outdoor cages. And obviously we can't outdoor over the winter, but more than half of the year we definitely can. Everything else is smaller. Will it get larger, or do you have just stuff that stays small? Like we've probably got 20 berms right now, and 30 retics maybe. I've got a dozen, 10 snakes, a dozen snakes that are over 8 feet right now. Poop was easy to clean up. I know, man. I know. And we laugh about the memory. Smart birds are an investment. If they don't like you, you're stuck with them. Yeah, no shit. And they remind me all the time. What kind of birds do you have, CGS? Hair color is way less gross than poop. Sometimes I come downstairs or I go in the bathroom and Amanda has got hair dye all over everything. And I have to take her and wash her gently in the shower. Green tree pythons, African house snakes, various geckos. Nice, nice. I've never had an African house snake. I saw some all black ones the other day. I saw some rainbow snakes in person too. I don't think I've ever seen those before. Amanda's got a green tree python. Do I have a toucan connection? I do not, man. I would like one. Let me know when you get a toucan connection. I think they're costly. A gray, African gray. Yeah, I had some Timnays. I would like to have some Congos. I'd like to, like, I keep seeing all these birds that nobody will adopt out. Nobody will adopt them because they cuss. I'll take all the cussing birds. What is this? Holy shit, this looks like a fucking 100-yard rolls of desert marpat. Hold on a second, guys. I wanted to make you aware of a factory we just bought. $200 yards per roll. Yeah, it's not Cordura. I got a buddy that buys sewing factories, like huge sewing factories, and then brokers out all the pieces. And he's on a forklift and he's showing me these rolls. He's got six rolls, 200-yard rolls of Desert Digital, but I'm pretty sure that it's like Nyko, like 50-50, or well, I'm sure it's 50-50 because it's desert, so it's going to be a lightweight. He makes a burp. Your bird makes a burp sound. I'm a super smeller, so life is difficult. I'm a super smeller. I think I am too. Everybody says I smell shit that nobody else can smell. John will live outside with all the loud ass birds and diaper monkeys. Bob was my dad's bird first. He says, want a beer? Like my dad always did in burps. You diminish sense of smell from an injury. SOE talking parrots, that's right. Like king snakes. Yeah, that's what I've heard. They're like African king snakes. Toucan. Okay, I thought I saw a dude asking if we had pied retics. I have some pieds. I have some retics that are het for pied, but I do not have any pied retics. I'll get some cows. Want a sewing machine? Maybe use once a month. Any recommendations? I'm busy once. Buy once, cry once. Can you swing $2,500? I'd tell you to get like one of these newer Jukies. If you want to spend around $1,200, I'd tell you to get a Conso. I sew on a Conso myself. I was on a Conso tonight before the video. Conso 206. It's a walking foot. CGS, I think from decades of doing hair. Oh yeah. I want to sew them. Okay, we did that. I think I like having my vision enhanced a lot more than I would have since the smell no shit. Owls, otters, toucans, and eastern corals, but only have 2 arms and 2 legs. Well, you can get a European owl, Clever. You're going to be between 3 and 5 grand, and you're going to feed it, you know, for the first, I don't know, 90 days, 6 months maybe. It's going to imprint on you. You do not have any paperwork or controls or oversight with that animal. Totally doable. If you go onto my SOE reptiles page and look at that on the Instagram, you will see a giant fucking owl that this chick is holding, and she was telling us all about them, and they're available. Otters, I don't know. I can't have otters here, or I would already have otters. Tennessee's you just can't. I can't get them in Tennessee. You can swing 2,500. Okay. I would tell you to get on the internet and start doing some reading. I have 1508s. I know there's a lot of guys that use like 1600 series machines and stuff. I have, I think, a dozen of these, and I've got like all these consos and clones of consos. They're just branded different brands. But I've got, I don't know, 40 conso machines ish. Eurasian owl. That's it. That's it. Otters are high maintenance, from what I've heard. Are they more high maintenance than fucking 100 snakes you gotta fucking take care of every day? Amanda, my son, uses Flonase to smell things like a normal person. If you use it, you could be a drug dog at the airport. I used Flonase. It didn't do shit for me. Tim S., we're gonna have to meet one day, man. Do you have how much property did you get, Tim? Saline nasal spray, salt and water. Couldn't be more high maintenance than the woman I date here in Miami. Miami. Mr. King, I use Flonase to be able to breathe out of my nose. I still only smell a very limited amount of things. Copper eggs, apparently. Multicam copper eggs. Butt packs. Conso, any models worth of waiting or just bullshit gimmick? I don't know. I have Consos. Like, that's a Nakajima, that's a clone of a Conso. That's a great machine right there. And it's not a clone of a Conso, okay? It is a needle feed walking foot, and it's the same as the Conso, does the same thing. The needle bar is the same, the plate is the same, the bobbin carrier and the bobbin are the same, this tensioner assembly is the same part. They might as well be the same machine, even though the case looks a little different. This is an older Conso. The reverse is backwards. You lift that up, whereas this one you push it down, and then your stitch pattern is here, whereas the stitch pattern is that round piece on that. That's a serger. That is, I'm not sure what this is. I think this is another Conso. Juki, Conso, Seiko. That Seiko is a clone, supposed to be identical to the Conso. They're not great machines. I had 10 of them, and I think we sent like 6 of them back. We had problems with them. Big Juki, that's a 1508. This is another Nakajima. Wonderful machine, Japanese machine. Even says made in Japan. We're setting up a podcast, a whole video spot, a studio for sewing, and I'm probably going to put Nakajimas in that. Conso, just because I like the way they look. I just like this old fucking Cold War era paint job versus these, you know, white ones. And they're smooth. They're super smooth, man. It's like a fine watch. Like a, you know, the movement's great. That's the machine I sew on every day. That's the machine I was on tonight. If you watched the sew video we did, I don't think it's up yet. We just did a full build video. It's 2.5 hours long, building the laptop case. I think I shot that Wednesday. We shot that, and on this machine right here. And that's another Nakajima right there. We just pushed it out of the way because we were moving stuff in here today. And then there's another console over there. Everything gets pushed around in here every day as we're filming different shit. There's that really big snake. That's a 6 foot by 2 foot cage, to give you an idea of how big that animal is. Needs a bigger cage. We're working on it. This is my Salvatore or Asian water monitor. It's 107 degrees right there in the basking spot. He was up there this morning. Little blue-eyed or black-eyed leucistic, all white, and he's in blue right now. His eyes are blue, so hopefully he sheds and this old shed comes off of him. And then lavender albino retic right there. Little albino retic right there. There's all kinds of DNA in that thing. I like these cages, simple builds, great when you have as many as you do. Yeah, we're gonna build some bigger cages though. We'll eventually do some walk-in cages. Grandmother took care of a fox in her garage for years. She was great. He was great. But a neighbor ratted her out in the fit. Yeah, isn't that fucking ridiculous, man? So you can have foxes here. People breed foxes. Tennessee Wildlife Authority taxes you $30 a year for a permit for fucking every year. God knows, like, what the fuck that does. But foxes pee, like they piss. You almost have to have a sacrificial water bowl for them because they're going to piss in it. A group of 30 or more meerkats is called a mob. Snake looks like a tugboat rope. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. What are we calling a high maintenance woman? I have nails and dyed hair, but I maintain my own. Who said high maintenance? Oh, you're talking about... Are meerkats illegal to keep? I don't know. Skunk, you can have skunks, yeah. Had a skunk when I was a kid. He was cool till he got older and wanted to bite everyone. Can't imagine being lonely enough to tolerate a high maintenance woman. Preference right now, something to drink while you're working. I've been drinking energy drinks lately with how much I'm working, something that I enjoy taking work with me. Derek, right now, I try not to drink any stimulants after 5 o'clock. On the weekends, maybe after 6 o'clock. But I'm not going to go to sleep tonight. Like, I'm not going to turn lights off till probably 3 o'clock tonight, 2 o'clock maybe. But on a normal day, 5 o'clock. I don't know stims after 5 o'clock. Right now, I'm drinking just aminos, BCCAs, branched chain amino acids, and it's blood orange. I don't even like citrus. I would never get like an orange drink, but those are really good. Every one I've had, Extend Aminos is what I drink, and they have 20 different flavors of them. Everything I've tried has been good, and you can get it off Amazon. You can get it a lot of places, but I buy it on Amazon. If any of you guys use Amazon, if you click on any of my videos, there'll be a link to something from Amazon. When you do that, it takes you to Amazon. It gives us a small percentage of your order because you use my gate. So it's an affiliate code, basically. sugar gliders, do they? Why would you want a meerkat? I got to play with meerkats in Korea at a cafe. I was wondering if injury was involved, because one day I sneezed from something like the flu and totally lost my sense of smell for a few weeks. That's wild. Did you lose your balance and everything also? Stop caffeine stems at 4, and my life has been much better. I just wake up earlier and get more. Yeah, that's for sure. Absolutely. Plus, when you get up early in the morning, there's nothing going on. There's nothing in your way. There's no distractions. And if you go to bed early, right? How do you get up at 4? Well, you go to bed a little earlier. There's nothing going on late at night that is of benefit to you. If you're going to sit and sew on a sewing machine because you're working on a job or something, that's not what I'm talking about. But for the most part, in the middle of the night, people are involved in some bullshit, or they're involved in entertainment and amusement. Those are zippered knife pouches. Those are zippered knife pouches. Those are zippered knife pouches. This is a BDD bag right here. That mesh pocket holds 8 M4 mags inside it. That BBD bag holds 8 M4 mags plus more. There's a huge sneeze. Only sense of smell. Wild, dude. Waking up hours earlier is nice. Having more time to get more done for sure. Clever. You have a good night, guys. I'm out, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bunch of videos went up this week on the YouTube channel. Also on the SOE Reptile channel. Check that out. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram also. And we'll see you guys later. Whoever asked about visor covers, there are gray visor covers and there are coyote visor covers. And we have a lot of mesh pockets. Brandon, what's up? You home? All right, good night, guys. Brandel, do you still smell like reticulated python piss? Let Hannah smell it. It's very unique. She'll like it.